Hey guys, we're back. So, the weirdest thing happened. I was supposed to go live at 9 a.m. and my eyelids got a little bit heavy. And it was because I had did like a nap early well no, not early, late afternoon. I've been doing weird naps like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sleeping to like 11 o'clock at night, just waking up randomly. Then I can't go back to sleep. Sometimes I don't go back to sleep at all. Then I start getting kind of tired around 5 or 6, but that's when I usually get up. So I'm all over the place, my sleep. So I was gonna do a live at 9 a.m. and do this update because you guys know I do go early mornings and do updates. But I said I'm gonna wait until push it out to 11. Then I went and laid down and I still didn't take a nap. So I could have got this done actually at 9 a.m. It's crazy. Buttercup, hey, sweetie. Susie, hey. Hey, Marcus Pierce. Hey, Rosen. Hey, Susie. So, the reason for this update was because early this morning, I had got an automated call, and it could have been an automated call that I got also last night. But sometime I've been like in a deep sleep, and it's kind of weird because I'm fasting. Usually, fasting causes you to have like insomnia, but I haven't been getting insomnia. So I could have got a call yesterday. I didn't look on my missed calls, just like I don't check my answer service. So if you leave me a message on the answer service, 9 times out of 10, it won't delete itself until it gets full. But anyways, I got an automated message this morning saying that Chrisean Malone has been transported. She was transported on the 30th of the month, which was yesterday. And she was transported to another facility. So she is no longer in the state of California. I was just waiting. Like I said, I don't get all complicated. I don't get into all the particulars and all the legal letters and documentations. I really feel like if I would probably dig that deep if I thought that Chrisean Rock had some real deep inner secrets on her record that I could share with the public just to, you know, make you guys aware or something. But, we know that the girl had warrants, she had legal obligations. She didn't want to leave her son, which is understandable, by himself. And it caught up to her dealing with Blueface. She got jammed up. Somebody did, I really honestly think, set her up, said, "We're going to do it for you. We're going to get you locked up." And I already had said it prior to her getting locked up that she needed to go clear up her legal obligations because it was a matter of time before somebody at one of those football games or her going into court. You get a police officer wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, gets information that there's a fugitive going into a courthouse to go support her baby's father, and they're going to inquire into it and lock her up. And that's exactly what happened. It says I got text at 6 a.m. She was transferred. Yeah, the text was only you got a text. I got an automated call. And when you get the automated call, I don't know if the text is the same as the automated call, but you have to put in a 4-digit password, or if you don't, the automated system will continue to call you until you put in the code. So I put in my code, and that was the rest of the conversation. Yeah, but it was early this morning. I don't You said 6 something. I would have to look on my caller ID to get all that in depth of what time this morning, but I know it was early this morning that they called me. So I said, "You know what? That's an update." And I don't think it will take that long from California to Oklahoma to get her to Oklahoma. I don't know if they transported her via bus, plane, or automobile. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any more assumptions more than what everybody else is making. All this because she wanted then said it or not. Right, exactly, Rosen. But yeah, she's definitely in the hands of Oklahoma. Now, what we need to do, we need to stop talking about who called what and where. And we know for a fact she is in custody with Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a different state. They might not update us enough where we're clear on what's going on. We're going to have to utilize people that I'm quite sure she is talking to on the outside, like Smiley. I see sometime even Ray J, Tronic Network. I said Electronic Network. Hot tea, hot chocolate has been on point. There has been some channel Hennessy review. She's been on point. Um, favorite paralegal. She shares some of her, expertise. Yeah, from time to time. Sometimes I think she regurgitates what's already been put out there, like by Hennessy Review. Shout out to Hennessy Review because she definitely does her due diligence. But listen, we're all commentary channels and we do social media gossip. What do they call it? I'm just trying to give you the name of the sector. That doesn't mean that that's what I consider myself doing. Like I said, if you take away something from my video, then that made my day. Besides just gossip and drama. But this is like celebrity drama, celebrity gossip, celebrity news, and no commentator ever wants to have to report news on a fatality or a misfortune of somebody losing their freedom, whether it's being unalived or being locked up. And it seems like a lot of the stars on social media, you know, entities that get their bag off of social media, it's really sad that they're getting into legal troubles like this. Somebody was just trying to call me and I couldn't see the number. But it's really sad that, you know, um, things that just happen in the way that they're happening. And I just hope that when Blueface gets out, because I do believe, I know you guys are so tired of hearing Blueface is getting out, but it's not Blueface's fault. It has already been decided that he committed a crime. He's gonna get extra probation for that. Extra probation could mean when he goes into court, he might have to do an extra 30 days. He might be doing time served as we speak. We don't know exactly what they're doing, but we know that the the bulk of his cases that are serious, which was the Nevada, where we was saying he about to do 3 to 4 years. That judge he got in front of again a year and a half or so later. And the one that threatened that if he came back in her courtroom, what she was gonna do, what did she ultimately do? Nothing. And that's a good thing because she gave him a second chance. Or at least God, you can't put your trust into man. God is who was looking out for him because she could have just said, listen, you're going away. But maybe she forgot what she said to Blueface the last time. She does see a lot of criminals similar to Blueface's cases. Maybe she forgot. Who knows? Maybe she didn't write it down on the records that if he was to come across her desk again, sometimes you can write stuff down and still don't remember why you said it. But whatever the case was, the 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 charge that he has in Nevada, which is attempted unalive and all that stuff, the serious technicality he has, the serious probation that he's doing, we thought the worst and nothing happened. So I really think it could be tie and tie. Who knows? Chrisean Rock might have to stay in Oklahoma and finish off the rest of her probation. I'm getting this gut feeling. This is just a gut feeling that they might try to make her stay in Oklahoma and do the rest of her probation. I'm getting a gut feeling it could also go other ways. Like they could make her do serve 30 days. I don't know, some type of 30 days, 60 days, or maybe a fraction of her probation time, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And it could be just like a minor, like trying to show her a lesson so she knows going forward to comply with Oklahoma and that they mean business. I heard this early this morning. Hopefully, her last journey, right? I feel sad. Period. I do. I do too. I feel sad. Period too. But these young ones put themselves in these situations, and they're the only ones that are really in the end have to get themselves out. You see who your friends and your family are when you get in trouble. I think the Malone family, they haven't really been getting on here. They've been getting on here with mess, robbing fans of Chrisean Rock for money, and taking baby items that belong to Junior, and like in Chastity's case, and using it for her baby. Laid up, had a baby from a broke dude. Then he, God, forgive me for saying this, he got unalived, and he's now, his job of being a father to his child has been taken away from him. And now Chrisean Rock's supporters have to take care of, I guess, Chastity's child, because the hard-earned money that they work for, Chastity's got all of the benefits from it. It never went to Chrisean Rock. So the family is too busy robbing and thieving, lying, and so on and so forth. You never really hear these people getting up with any genuine concern about Chrisean Rock. I think we have more genuine concern about her than anybody else. You have been right so far. Thank you, Nisi. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you too. There's a channel holder, and please do not put his name in my chat, because I don't need the smoke. I don't need him to create. Yes, I did say the sex of the person, which is a male. So if you know who I'm talking about, but I don't know if he is just a neutral commentator, or he's somebody, because he was accused alongside with a female of setting Chrisean Rock up. But I'm starting to side eye him, because it seems like either he knows something that he's not telling the public, or he doesn't know something, but he's trying to make up a storyline to get viewers over to his channel and believe in his story about Chrisean Rock and what Chrisean Rock is going through right now. He's making it seem like he's spreading around the internet. I don't know if he's mad. If he is mad, it could be from a blogger on Instagram that Chrisean Rock had became close with, and they don't get along. The blogger and the dude that's a commentator channel on YouTube. He also has um two Instagram pages on Instagram, but he's more of a YouTube blog, and he does YouTube full time, because he's very consistent on his channel. You can always tell when a person's a full-time vlogger. A blogger is people that do posts. A vlogger is people that do videos, like myself. So he's a full-time vlogger, so he gets full-time pay. He probably lives off of the revenues, monthly revenues, to pay his bills with um you know his commentary videos. But he's adamant that she's going to jail, and basically, people that call us rock tards, which is so funny, because I think the founder of the person that calls us rock tards, you can definitely tell who are the real rock tards, because it seems like you're piggybacking off of the hard work and efforts and the researches of the rock tards to put up content, because you are obviously not even doing your own due diligence. You can tell that it's regurgitated content that this person's putting up. You can almost even tell what channels she's even been on when she's doing her little updates. Her ooh honey child, let me tell you, but it's, trust me, all you're doing is wasting people's time and YouTube's ads, honey. It says, I pray getting together. House arrest. You know who I'm talking about, Rosen? You're funny. You're a talkie about it. Hey, salute, Cyrus. How are you today? Yeah, so it's a lot of like undermining, backstabbing, two-faced shenanigans going on, and it's going to continue to go on because number one, Blueface never set the tone prior to going to jail. He was too busy trying to be the player from the Himalaya, and Chrisean Rock was too busy, like, I'm going to get you back, sucker. And they're young. On top of that, you have to set the tone for your circle. If you don't set the tone for the circle, then the circle thinks that they can disrespect you, and they don't even see nothing wrong in the disrespect because you're not calling them out on the disrespect. So they think that they're not really disrespecting you, and there's a lot of disrespect that's being handed off. Just like with Chrisean Rock's Twitter account. How she go to jail a few days later, somebody's on, if because people, I'm only speaking on this because I'm hearing people saying that her page got hacked. I don't know where people are getting this information, because one thing I will say, the people who are still riding with Chrisean, they're not leaking nothing about what's going on with Chrisean. And if they do, they're telling you a bunch of lies just to throw you off. And they're not probably doing it because they're being narcissists, or that's because what that circle does is called trying to be a friend, and the little bit of privacy and dignity that Chrisean Rock has left with her child, Junior. They're trying to preserve that. And that's to be respected. She put up the same thing people already said as well. YouTube celebrity. I don't think he knew Chrisean was getting locked up. He was blogging his whole time up until Bodine told him it's happening. Right. But he basically, soon as he got that ammunition, he ran with it. And you have to understand, when bloggers that are thirsty like that go to court appearances, it's not like do you guys know that commentator that was at Tasha K's court hearings, choke no joke? It's not like it's a choke no joke. Somebody that's a verified vlogger who's giving you the information, and he's not being biased. Whether he likes you know Tasha K or not. He's just telling you exactly what's going down when he went to the courthouse, what was said or what he overheard, and nothing more, nothing less. You get a blogger like the person I'm talking about, and a vlogger, because he does both. It's you don't know what you're gonna get. He could have woke up on the wrong side of the bed and just said, you know what, I undercover don't like this B, so I'm gonna just say anything. That hot news. He has the scoop. Oh, please. He got you thinking he has a scoop. I remember when Nature Boy, just before he lost his fame and went to jail, and we never knew until a year and a half later, was never going to get back out and be on social media again. He was making titles of videos that was straight up clickbait, and they weren't what the video was talking about. He was trying to do everything in his power just to get people on those videos, because it's a small sector of Nature Boy commentators, but we had it sewn up. The small sector that it was smaller than Chrisean Rock and Blueface. And even Tasha K got on, doing commentary, a couple of commentary videos, even had interviews with these people that were involved with Nature Boy. And that person was acting up even in that sector. So everywhere he goes, even in Jaguar Right sector, and there were a lot of, we know Jaguar Right lies, but there was a lot of slandering going on there too. I wish y'all would stop saying people set her up. She, if you don't like Mika, if you don't like that I had referred to that really quickly about that, I think that it was a setup. Even though she really did set herself up, because she should have just went and cleared it up. Only a crash dummy goes into a courthouse and you're a fugitive. But what we're not going to do is, you're not going to tell me, because I'm the one that said it today. So you're referring to me. What we're not going to do is tell me what to say on my platform. That's why everyone who's logged into YouTube has the option to go live or do a pre-recorded video on their platform, and they can express how they feel on their platform. But I have a son that's like 35 years old, and I definitely am not going to have someone that's I'm probably older than, and I might not be. Who cares about the age? But I'm not going to have somebody telling me what I can say on my platform. So I hope that lawyer she hires works their magic. I hope so too. But always remember, sometimes lawyers can't work their magic when the clients have, caused a lot of damage to their case already. I don't care how much of a good lawyer somebody is. It's almost like somebody unaliving somebody, and I know somebody in real life that attempted to unaliving somebody, and it was caught literally on camera. Like the camera was right in back of them when they try to do it. And it's like there's no case if you can literally pull up a camera right where the incident happened and just turn on the camera and just see the person committing the crime. So it's like, I don't care how much of a good lawyer you have. If you drop the ball prior to getting a lawyer, then it's not, sometimes it ain't no working no magic. You don't have no, says the time just wanted hot news. Exactly. And that's exactly how he gets down. And I'm glad that you said that because, Mika is not getting it. And I'm not trying to be mean to Mika. I don't want you to think I'm trying to, hey, Victoria, thank you so much. I'm not trying to, like, when people come in here and they say things that I disagree with, I'm not trying to like be on some bash train. But, come on. You knew you had warrants, and see, it's not that the warrants were really serious, but they were different out of state warrants, and you made the courts think because of who you are, which is a prejudice. They did that to Nature Boy. That's why Nature Boy's in jail for life. It was less than a week that the trial came to deliberation. They gave him 30 years, which is a life sentence, plus 10 years with no possibility of parole. So 40 years. So I don't get that. He has to do literally 40 years, and it doesn't have to go up for parole at that time, because after 40 years he can go. But his whole life's over with because he's got to be about 40. So he'll be getting out when he's 80, an elder. They're making sure he doesn't make it back on the social media to be an influencer to anybody, to brainwash or wash the brain of anybody. But what I'm saying is they're being prejudiced, the courts, like that Chrisean was saying, I'm Chrisean Rock. I'm a household name in some places, and I'm not going to clear up these warrants. They also probably pulled up videos of, like, when she was talking about that time when she was in her house, and she said she's just not gonna turn herself in. She's got people in the back end trying to work it out. She said maybe before she had Junior, she would have done that at another time, but that's not what she has plans to do, because she said, and they probably would have locked her underneath the jail. She was saying all that, but she's not taking no chance in trying to turn herself in, being the good Samaritan. Oh, it looks good if you just walk in and not get rearrested for something, and then they pick up, that you have other warrants, and then it looks bad to the courts. She wasn't trying to do any of that. I miss Nature Boy content. It's still on your page. I knew nothing about that. So yeah, I deleted a lot. When I was talking yesterday, Hood Unlocked, I deleted a lot of his videos. And when he had got sentenced to life sentence, I had short videos too on my channel, and they were going viral, and I was getting mad subscribers, which I still have the subscribers, because even if you delete like the short videos that I had on him, that doesn't delete the subscribers. That's just how you gain the subscribers, through the short videos. But anyways, to make a long story short, I took down the videos, those short videos, because it was the short videos that were picking up traction. And I'm like, I'm not getting paid a lot of money off these videos. These are like, pennies on the dollar. And they're pushing my Chrisean Rock content and Blueface content, the circus content, to the bottom, and that's how I make my money. So I was like, nah, I'm taking these down. But yeah, getting back on track, she really should have went and cleared that stuff up. And I don't believe that Blueface was enforcing that enough to her. He enforced it about the curfew, what time he wanted her in the house, and the rules and regulations to what she couldn't do while he was locked up. You know what I'm saying? But he just, I think he just picked and choose what he wanted to enforce. And that's what rocked her to sleep. Who knows? Jonathan, he's a very jealous man. Keep going, SL. Never let them distract you. No question, Cyrus. You already know. But no, I don't care what nobody says. And a lot of people keep saying which don't make a difference either way if he paid for the rest of the legal fees or not. He should have. But people say, oh, Blueface didn't pay for those legal fees for Chrisean Rock. I don't know who paid him and don't care. But the moral of the story is, if he did pay for him, he did. I think that he paid for him because of his guilt. Because that girl was riding for him with her own circumstances and a little child. And I don't think that he was appreciative of that. And I know he wasn't appreciative of that, because when he had court dates, he not only had Chrisean there at the courts, but he had Jaidyn, Alexis there. Now, we all know if he had broke up, or Chrisean Rock had broke up with him at the time, she was doing her thing over here, and Jaidyn, Alexis was back with Blueface. Do you think that around this time he would be trying to invite both girls to court for support system? No, he would not. Jaidyn would be the only one going. He would not be contacting Chrisean Rock and playing in her face, or playing in Jaidyn's face, better yet, having Chrisean Rock come to the courthouse. All he would need would be Jaidyn's support. So why are you doing it while you're supposed to be back with Chrisean Rock? See, y'all don't be thinking about none of those things, do you? Nobody ever thinks of none of those things. But he did once say he can't make her do anything she does that once he watches her when tells. Right, I understand that too, Hood Unlock, but understand that he does say that, and he has said that Blueface many of times in the past, but that's BS. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If when he puts his foot down, he really means business. Like, he gave her the ultimatum to them being together if she did X, Y, and Z when he went to jail. And even her stopping her own bag, she did all that for him. You're not going to tell me that if he would have put his foot down and said, I don't care, Chrisean. Yeah, they might make you do 30, 60 days. Junior might have to go with a family member that you do kind of sort of trust or trust. You know what I'm saying? But you got to clear this up. We got to be a Bonnie and Clyde when we get out there. If he was speaking to her on that level, I believe she would have went and did it. When Blueface say something to Chrisean Rock says how high. If he say jump, she say how high. So I don't believe that. Why he named her Rock. Yeah, but yeah. And let me just say something to you guys too. That's why a lot of, including me, that's why we were named Rock Tards. Because sometimes people are so in denial. I can see how people are in real life without even knowing them in their real life relationships. You could have a man, your husband or your boyfriend, who's cheating on you, or whatever, and the relationship is toxic. You may have saw this man at the corner of your street kissing a woman, but because he came and stated his case, that wasn't him. You start thinking in the back of your head, well, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was somebody that looked like him. I did look over really quickly at the dude that was on the corner with the girl. We try to make stuff make sense that don't make no sense. And it don't make no sense because you're doing this for someone who, I'm not trying to say she's not appreciative of the love and support that she gets, Chrisean Rock. But I don't think that even at this time or prior to her getting locked up, she's taking that much time and thought into your feelings. Because for number one, even what Chastity did and a lot of her other family members, I ain't heard too many times Chrisean Rock publicly get up there and check that that was dead wrong, that her family's doing this to her supporters. And if she did do it, it hasn't been any time recently. And she had more than enough. Hey, Buttercup, she had a more than enough time to do it prior to her getting locked up. When the people get on there and and tell people, listen, I love my family. They do the same thing to me, but to protect her supporters who protect her through the thick and the thin, even when it's making them look stupid, some of the stuff they're protecting her with, she should have gave them the same respect prior to her going to jail. And even though she wasn't on social media as often as she was when Blueface and her were going at it, and he allowed her to be on social media, when she did get on the platforms, instead of talking about a bunch of nothing, she could have been talking about how she appreciated her supporters, and it was uncalled for what her family was doing, and she should have made her supporters and fans aware of the beware of my family, and don't be giving them money, because I can't get you that money back, and I can't pay back everyone that they might take money from. That's what I would do. That's from the cloth that I'm from. But Chrisean, I hate to say this, I think that if she was in front of me or she was in the bushes, she might have even came in the chat and admitted herself. But see, Chrisean don't low key trust her fans and supporters either. She calls them all kind of names too, because even though it could be people in here in my chat, for an example, or on random vloggers pages, who they're always riding for Chrisean, but I'll put some money on it. Chrisean is probably side eyeing all her supporters. Chrisean don't know who to trust. So don't give it that much energy into someone that ain't gonna give you that much energy, because that girl she feels like she's walking with just God and Junior, her son. She don't trust no supporters. Even the people that was going to her football game, she didn't even trust them. She was like, it's a matter of time before one of them people called the police on me. She said, my supporters are weird. She called them all kind of names. She don't trust. I bet you she got more respect for people that let her know that they don't like her, because at least she knows that they don't like her. She knows how she got to move around them or what she needs to say around them. But it ain't nothing like somebody perpetrating a fraud like they're your supporters, but they really are supporting you on the low key because they want to see a train wreck happen. How about that? For everything Chrisean did for Blue while he was away, I hope Blue will do for her too. I hope so too. That's why I didn't you feel what I'm saying, Nisi? So that's why I didn't get into that little hoopla that everybody wanted to that narrative that people were trying to pull, you know what I'm saying? And spread around like a wildflower. And that was that Blueface didn't do nothing for Chrisean. No. And I feel like even if it was a rumor or he say she say that Blueface paid it, I thought that was if it's not true, I thought that was the best lie that was told since I've been doing the commentary on Blueface and Chrisean Rock. It painted Blueface in a good light if it ain't true. Don't hold your breath. I wonder what she trusts. I wonder why she trusts Blueface so much. He's the one who did the most damage to her mentally. I mean, what is it? I don't either. That's a good question. Hood Unlocked. And that's why I kind of sort of had to fall back. Like last week, I wasn't doing too much updates. Of course, you can always find something. Somebody's always talking and acting like they know something, even in Chrisean Rock's circle. But I kind of fell back from even reporting on stuff because It's like this, like you just said. What does she see in this dude? And I also fell back because I started to get consumed in the mind of being very concerned about Blueface getting out before Chrisean Rock, and then stuff surfacing that he's messing low key with Jaidyn Alexis, or because he got out and Chrisean Rock may not get out first, he ends up back with Jaidyn Alexis. It can happen that way. They're young. Their minds still think young. So that's why it's like I kind of get upset because I'm like, man, I just hope that that doesn't happen like that. But see, we've seen on numerous occasions, Blueface just blatantly, as much as that girl has done for him, just give her his behind to kiss. Just like when the brother who had the nervous breakdown said when she got all that money from the baddies, he was managing it. He kept majority of the money. She even said on the Jason Lee show that she had to start over. As a matter of fact, I might pull that up. Hold on. I'm gonna pull that up if I can find it. Cause I be doing live streams to my edited videos. Let me see, Jason Lee. Of course, I'm gonna have to go try to find it. Is it June 18th? Oh, here, wait a minute, see. Okay, so I think this is the interview. It's in June. Hold on 1 second, guys. I don't want y'all to leave me hanging. But I'll make sure I put in the description box the link to go subscribe to Jason Lee. We got to show everybody credit. All right, I'm looking in June for that interview. Jason Lee spoke his little truth. Let me see. He's done a couple of interviews with her. June 8th. I think it said 18th. Let me look again. I think this is the last one here. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I like to pull up my kind of receipts. So I'm letting it download so we don't get any commercials. And once it downloads, I'll put it up. It says, I think they both trauma bonded. He felt sorry for her tooth. Then she loved this lifestyle he gave her. He felt sorry for her tooth when he had Jaidyn put her stuff. Kept the money. Have been in. Right. That would have been enough for me. Thank you, Cyrus. That definitely would have been enough for me. Oh, this isn't. I don't think
they're back
isn't the
in the
one.
headlines. Why does everybody like do a deep sigh whenever we talk about them? I miss them.
We're tired.
I miss them. Don't you guys miss the group chat that we were all in?
No.
No.
Well, unsubscribe.
July 3rd is coming up faster than we all can.
That
can
didn't
wait,
happen,
and
Jason.
Big old Blue will be home, and I can't wait to see him and Chrisean in there coming of love. I mean, I don't know. Well, until then, we'll have to talk about them both being in jail. Chrisean Rock has joined Blueface behind bars after she was arrested on an active warrant while attending his recent court hearing. Now, on June 10th, Chrisean walked into court with her and Blueface's son in a stroller, and she was taken into custody for felony fugitive warrant stemming from drug charges filed against her in Oklahoma back in 2022. Now, here's a photo of Ms. Chrisean in handcuffs. Now, Chrisean, at least you were dressed cute and all that, but you went down there to go see your man who's in jail to only go to jail. And now your kid is not with you guys in jail. People are starting to wonder what is going on with your child. And as much as I don't like speaking on people's children, and I won't speak too much into it because I don't talk about people's children, I am concerned and would just, it would be a failure on my part to just highlight the obvious that people want you to focus on and take care of your child and not be in the headlines for getting arrested or doing whatever else people say you're doing in the news. Now, reportedly, there were 5 LAPD cops waiting for her, and she is now being held in jail without bail. Now, Chrisean is also facing an additional assault with a deadly weapon charge, but it's unclear if that's stemming from California or somewhere else. And after police took Chrisean into custody, officers temporarily held Chrisean Jr. in their custody until Chrisean requested that he be placed in the care of her best friend and nanny, Marsh Lewis. Now, Blueface's mother, Carlissa, later went on Instagram Live and confirmed this and also said that she got kicked out of court as well. Even though there's a kid involved in that sad, Carlissa is highly entertaining. Please don't ask me to come back on the show. We had your moment. We got everything. Maybe when you and the aunties come on, we can all have a moment, but this was entertaining. When you see Carlissa doing this, clearly she says she does it for clout. She made sure when she went to that court, her hair was laid, makeup was done, all that, because she knew she'd be doing the social media debut.
Her Patreon was queued up. Like, is this a grandmother who cares about her grandkid or a mother who cares about her child, or she just care about going viral? I think the two things can be true at once. But, this is why I keep saying that the parents and the grandparents of these celebrities should be banned from social media. Because
there should be an automatic filter that pops up and catches your mouth as soon as you start to say their name, right?
Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Ugh.
I mean, she came in her stilettos, Carlissa, to the court ready for a show, and a show was had. But Chrisean looked cute, and she was talking to you saw the reporter, whatever, filming her on the way out, but there's no word on when she's coming out, huh?
Somehow I feel like Wack is behind all this, filming it for some kind of show. Like, I don't know. Well, Carlissa mentioned Blueface's dad over there, Jonathan Porter Sr. Well, he wanted nothing to do with his grandson. Famous people do this because it's like, regardless if Blueface is a train wreck or not, and regardless if he's loves a viral moment or not, to do all this on the internet when you know we're going to talk about it at your son's expense, at your grandchild's expense, it's just crazy. By the way, he called her ugly. Like, you slept with her though, and you had a kid with her, and we had Carlissa here on the show where she talked about that. Yeah, well, apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Rob, when you see this, what do you think?
This is why we shouldn't judge people who have surrogates.
Shut on.
Because Naomi's not going to ever have this problem.
Ever.
Never.
Wow. See how the gays always got something slick to say? I mean, there's always a comeback. He been waiting to say that. Yeah, well, Blueface's manager, Wack, who I said is probably behind this filming it, also spoke out in this. Jaidyn's, the only person I think is a winner in all this is Blueface.
Jason Lee, what's up with your hair, bro?
He did.
Everybody has been quiet on social media while he's been gone. He's proven that he is the sauce. You already know how I feel. I'm biased. So.
Cleaning video. I never did cleaning videos.
Like, not like we were talking about her every day, and the internet is just shh, right? So we know, but I don't know. Rob, what do you think?
It's so disappointing because she has so much to deal with. Warrants, a baby, her career, and her whole focus is just going to sit in jail. I mean, going to sit in court to support Blueface. I feel bad for her. I just hope somebody like shakes her and wakes her up.
But Wack said he was trying to tell her in the video.
Didn't she just go viral because she said that she was holding him down and that he was trying to control her and this and that? What do you think?
This is why I said last week, and look, I even said before all this happened that Jaidyn is the winner, and I still feel that way because she is tucked away somewhere unbothered. And if she is bothered, we wouldn't know. And to me, that's winning. Like, she has peace and she just peaced out.
Jaidyn's the only person I think is a winner in all this is Blueface. Cause like I'm gonna get my life by getting up out of here. I have nothing else to say. Blueface, hurry up and come home and come over here to the Jason Lee show. Goodbye.
So as y'all come into the live, make sure you hit the like button. We have some things that we need to go over because I think that we're losing the focus of what the focus should be. Yes, Chrisean Rock will be getting out on June 20th, but are they going to release it to the public? Or is Oklahoma going to make her pay for the expedite? Hey, Shakira, how you doing, sweetie? Or is Oklahoma gonna make her pay for the travels to Oklahoma so that she can see what the stipulations of her new probation time is? Is she going to do maybe a portion of the new probation stipulations, and then get out and then have to do community service and pay restitution and so on and so forth? We don't know. It's up in the air. Now, if it was available, the information on her new probation stipulations, it would have already been posted. So obviously the first one that's going to know about those new stipulations before they even it hits the public circuit is going to be Chrisean Rock.
None of them
but
are
until
winners.
she serves the time that she owes California, she won't know nothing until she gets out of court. I mean, out of jail, which will be June. Anyways, today, Marsh, early this morning, it's probably at that time, it was 10 something her time. It was a 3-hour difference from my time, of course. She went live about, Chrisean and Blueface. Good morning. Good morning. And I wanted to share what she had to say. I do actually have let me take this down for 1 second. I do actually have a 10 o'clock live going up today. I'm still editing, doing some edit. It's gonna bring to light
pay for
the
it out of her
relationship
pocket.
between Chrisean Rock and Blueface, where it's going now, where I foresee it going in the future. Like things on. Yeah, that they made her pay for her expedite out of her own pocket because they know she can afford it. Just like if they just make that bold decision to say she has to stay in Oklahoma for the whole remaining of her probation, they can do it. They know she has money to relocate. She's not like an average person like you or myself, who that's not logical for us to move to that state, relocate, because it would be expensive. We live in a middle class, average lifestyle. She's a millionaire, like she said out of her own mouth. So they're going to make the millionaire exactly pay for her expedite. And if they do decide to let her go free, it could be a stipulation. My opinion. All allegations are allegedly. However, they have the right to make her stay in that state. Understand that. So I don't know. But we'll see how it plays out. It only can change if two people change it. So it was refreshing to hear from Marsh, and I was kind of surprised that she had mentioned Blueface alongside the conversation. So I recorded some of it. She's probably off of live now, but yeah, she was live just about an hour ago. So I figured that
July
I would do an
7th.
early morning live because I did not do one yesterday night because I was tired, and I said, Hunty, I got to take a nap. So, I went and took my little nap, and I got up early because I went to sleep too early. So my sleep's all over the place. So we're gonna definitely follow Marsh, and she got some new music that she's dropping. She was talking about that. That's what's up, sis. And she was just talking about how she met Chrisean Rock. I know you guys would be interested in knowing that. She talked about what her nickname stands for. She said some surprising things that I otherwise would never have thought that she got down on the get down with. And but you can't judge a book by its cover at the same time. And I think that it was late night. She was laid back, and she just poured out her feelings. So I didn't record everything that she had live streamed because, of course, I have to edit it. Now, I don't like when Marsh sometimes reads from the Bible. She only did a couple of scriptures that were like real short ones, because you know that if you start getting into the Bible, because religion is a sensitive topic, people tend to like log right off. So she was real short with it. But I don't like people talking the name of God in the same sentence as cussing and profanity carrying on. So she needs to work on that. But we all have things that we need to work on. So it's not like I'm here to critique her. I think she's been a real good friend to Chrisean Rock. I have not heard of any foul play with Marsh. And, I think that for the long haul, she's going to remain Chrisean Rock's friend. You know what I'm saying? Even if Blueface and Chrisean Rock are not together in the future, I believe that they will be long-standing friends. And let me check something real quick. Let me see how this internet connection is. Yeah, it's doing good. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to this video and live that she just did on 7/7, which was early this morning my time. Put in the comment section what time it is where you guys are at, and also what state that you are tuning in from.
I just have to. So the video is almost done. I just have to
Get a lot of toilet paper.
People thought that Junior was with her when she did this live on July 7th, 2024.
Somebody take a screenshot and send it to me. I'm like, you right here. Do I look like an angel? When I look at your face.
You're on Eastern Standard Time.
So basically, that's my freaking song. It's called Heaven on Earth. I'm on all
Congrats to
maybe
Marsh.
Someone voted in because I think it dropped on East Coast time. I live in California though, so
Baltimore, Maryland, 354. Same here.
But
welcome.
Over there, it's already ready to be done. I maybe did that with my settings. So yeah, I just let that song loose.
California, right, Cyrus?
I was tired of holding on to it.
New York, okay.
So I'm excited for my new beginning.
Yeah, you can't be caught cussing and talk about the word of God.
Cover art is like pink, blue, and green because it's like me and my best friends. We're like.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed listening to Marsh because you don't really hear too much from her. I'm not trying to say that she never went live, but I think that she's one of those type of friends. She kind of treaded lightly with going live, even though she could have took advantage of going live because everyone would have been looking at her like, oh, that's Chrisean Rock's best friend, and she would have got more exposure. But I think that her friendship with Chrisean meant more than getting exposure. I kind of figured out where Junior is, but I don't want to say. Well, I heard that he's with the sister, one of the sisters. And I also had showed you the sister that he's allegedly with, who said she had spoke to Chrisean Rock. She kind of sort of is kind of off of social media. She had a couple of weeks ago tried to squash a beef with China and China's brother, their brother's baby's mother. Something China said about the 15-year-old niece. So I could be wrong, but I don't think it matters at all where he's at. Long as he's safe, it's not really appropriate for us to be, given the whereabouts of a toddler, because there are some sick people in the world. Yeah, right, exactly. And that is the sister, yes, that we're talking about, Michelle. It says, Miss Davis, I always try to send things to you, but it won't let me. It won't.
Powerpuff Girls to me, and then also like, it's to like show appreciation to like Chrisean and Blue. That's why it's pink and blue. Like pink is the color, blue is another. Because even though we crazy, we still accomplished a lot together. I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again.
I can't wait to
It's you with the ninja outfit. You found your hat. So
I can't wait till she gets into how she met Chrisean. I didn't realize how she met her. She hasn't really known her for a long time. I was kind of shocked about that, but they became close. You could send me Chrisean to my email. It was almost like something out of a movie. That only happens in a movie, but it does happen in real life. But just listen up. Don't get the ADHD going on and listen to what she has to say from beginning to end. But she they're not how they shouldn't know. They really shouldn't know where Junior's at.
Yeah, it's like to show respect to my team and like the people that helped me blow actually.
In Seattle, Washington. Okay.
And it's still going. So yeah, while my people is going through something, I'm trying to keep live. You know,
make sure y'all hit that like button. It's free to like or dislike.
Keep it for the game. You feel me? So I made that song like I made that song like maybe last year or something like that. FA recorded it for me. FA is a dope engineer. Chrisean introduced me to him. And then it was also mixed and mastered by a blues engineer. Chrisean introduced me to him. And that's who mixed and mastered my song. So for my credits, we were always talking about like having like a label and stuff like that. So I kind of just went ahead and just like made it a real thing. So this is Heaven Sent Music. So if you don't know now, you do. So yeah, that's like kind of like where I'm going with it. So like, yeah, when my team locked up, I'm trying to do that, bro. All by my lonely. So I figured it out. I was like on distro, I figured like I do this. And then I figured it out. And then I uploaded my lyrics. I don't know if it's up there, but hopefully it is because I did it all myself. So it was kind of like a lonely experience because I'm used to like doing like music stuff with my friends and everything like that. I'm in like a crazy transition right now. So for me, it's been a lot going on too, like for myself. But this song, I was supposed to do this, like make it a video, but I'm still gonna make it a video. But
I just want to bring that up really quick. That was like one of the only people that I really wanted to hear something from after Chrisean Rock that, got locked up, that was still genuine with Chrisean Rock. I still kind of sort of side eye Smiley too. Like, is there a fallout to come soon between Chrisean Rock and Smiley when she gets out? Because now that Ray J has put her on, sometimes people change because it seems like every time people come around Chrisean Rock, they blow up. Like Meatball. She was hanging around Chrisean Rock for a short stint. She helped sell out her products. I know Meatball hustles online. I know she hustles even in the streets of where she's from. So she's got hustle in her blood. But what I'm trying to say is once she was physically seen with Chrisean Rock, everything was up from there for Meatball, the way Meatball wanted it to be up. whether she wants to recognize and give her credit for it or not. Chrisean Rock was the one that put her on, in my opinion. Well, listen, I'm about to get off. Please make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Hit the like button or the dislike button. I promise you that is free. That is a way to support my channel. But before y'all leave, let me show you guys something else too. Just 1 second. Hold on. I almost forgot. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. So I'm going to share something really quick. Yeah, I heard about that. So I did a live early this morning at 12 noon. And a lot of you guys probably don't know what's up. I said 12 noon, 12 midnight. I did a live early this morning. So I'm going to put the link inside of the chat for you guys to go check that out. Yeah, I did this at 12 midnight. No, it was actually 12:30 a.m. today, which is on the 31st. And the ones that are on SL Davis Social Media News, thank you for tuning in to my second channel. Make sure you're also subscribed over to the channel and hit that like button. So I'm putting up this thumbnail here, SL Davis Social Media News, to acknowledge. Thank you for being in that live chat. And now I'm putting up my main channel thumbnail. But again, that link is here in the chat. So when I log off, y'all click on to that link and redirect to my 12:30 a.m. this morning live on July 31st. So this is a recent live that you may not have saw. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah.